Hello, my name is Master Roxas, and this is the Advanced Sonic Frontiers 80% Speedrun Tutorial and Guide. This is going to be part one of a multi-part series covering all of the islands and of how to do them in the most effective ways and using all the current and up-to-date strategies that the speedrunning community at large has found and implemented into the run. There are a lot of advanced techniques and tricks that are going to be shown in this, and a lot of them are going to take a lot of practice and time. This may not be the hardest speed game to exist, but it is definitely getting up there with all the new stuff that we keep finding. So you will need to practice. So now, first off, you might be wondering, why am I still on the main menu, not just showing gameplay? Well, that's because the very first time save that we found actually starts here in the main menu before we even start the game. As you may know, the main menu has music that plays for a short bit. Before you start any run, you want to wait till this music stops. For whatever reason, the game seems to preload the first cutscene if you wait. So if you wait before starting the game to where the music stops on this screen, you'll save about a free second at the start of every run. Why? Don't know. There's your first time save. Other than that, we're just going to go and jump right into 1-1. As you notice right there how the cutscene started immediately with no black screen. Also, I will reiterate, this tutorial will be covering the open world segments of the game and the route. This will not cover how to effectively do cyberspace. My cyberspace, personally, is not the best. It is acceptable. So I would recommend using, practicing cyberspace on your own, or looking up the IL guides and stuff or whatnot to to improve your cyberspace times. So basically, with that disclaimer out of the way, I do apologize for any bad cyberspaces you may witness in this tutorial. So right at the start, we're just going to run through tutorial into our very first trick of the run, tutorial skip. The tutorial is very basic. There are a couple minor optimizations that I will show, but nothing too major. Basically, when you get to here, you will be you will not be homing attacking these enemies, except for maybe the last one. You're going to actually be slide attacking them. And if you miss a couple, it's okay, but you want to try to get the slide attack on them, like that. And then you want to run to here, to this point, and skip the cutscene. And then you're going to want to go down this rail, mag dash onto this wall, and this is the fastest way to get into the ninja fight. For a ninja, what I like to do is do 2 hits and then dodge away to get him to do an attack, and then you can do boost cancel stomps to finish him off really quickly. And then we're going to go to the door puzzle. And then we're going to unlock Psyloop. And here's where you want to pray for quick RNG. And one optimization here is the second you unlock the move, press start to get out of the menu quicker. You want to do that for every skill that you learn. Alright, that should be good. Yep, alright. And then right up here, I'm going to pause so I can explain the trick briefly, and so we're going to get to here. And basically what we're going to do next is something called tutorial skip. A more detailed little mini video I made myself of tutorial skip is going to be linked in the description below. But the general gist of the trick is that we're going to basically use the cyberspace portal to launch upwards to get on top of an invisible ceiling. Use that invisible ceiling to do a trick launch at a specific angle to get around an invisible wall, and then hit a spring, which normally would send you back across the bridge, but because of the invisible wall they made to stop us from getting over there early, it actually helps us get over there early. which is pretty funny if you think about it. So boost the cross. Joshua method up. Get your lineup. And there we go. Get the spring. Then what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to get this XP. Do not hit that boost pad. So what you're going to do is you're going to boost up here, jump onto the railing at this point, and do a rail jump to get up here quicker. Then we're going to go all the way over here. To get these purple coins. Jump up here. Since we can't climb walls, jump and boost to get up to get on top of here. Then you're going to go up here to get this XP. Get this XP. Come down here to get these purple coins. And get this XP. From here, we're going to do the HSP. So I will then explain that now. I'm going to come over here and pause. So now we're going to do a trick known as the DSS Shuffle, or known in the game for when the application of the trick is known as HSP for Hedgehog Space Program. A tutorial for how to do that is going to be linked in the description below. So basically, I'm going to do that now and then explain Giganto when we get to him. Alright, so then also the main thing is when you go to buy these skills, you want to press start after you buy each one, because it's faster than waiting for the animation of unlocking the skill. From here, then you want to go to these enemies right here, and we're just going to HSP up. Sometimes it takes a while, sometimes you get it first try. Either way, as long as that squid disappears, you generally have enough height to make it over the invisible wall. As so. And you can get all the way over to the Giganto boss arena. When you get into the boss arena, then as soon as you see the sparkles, you can stomp. And then from here, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to boost straight through this tree right here. This tree right here, you want to boost straight through this tree. Because the boss trigger is actually... See this little triangle of flowers? 1, 2, 3. The boss trigger is right above that top of the triangle. So you want to kind of get a line up in your head to not lose any time by just boosting straight into the boss trigger. So then basically you're going to like boost like that. And you're going to boost straight into... here. That's where the boss trigger is, right where I'm standing. So now, you want to climb Giganto, you want to get to this foot. Jump into this. Boost back to get into that. As you get rising up, jump and boost to get over that little thing right there, and then jump into these. If you do that, you'll go straight to his head. Alright, so now let me take a sec to explain Giganto. Giganto was extremely jank and dumb. There's a reason that a lot of people hate this boss, and the reason for that is because he likes to ignore Psyloop, and it's very easy to clip inside him. So generally speaking, you want to be as quick as possible and try to Psyloop him by making a wide loop that touches him, and make sure to avoid getting punched by him. And it's very important to do that, because you have to be very quick, because otherwise he'll jump away, and then you just lose a lot of time to the fight. So generally before I press X to get rid of this, I'm actually holding Y to boost. And I do it like this, make a nice big loop, and it's usually you'll get them. And then you want to 7 hits. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then if you can, you want to side loop him down because it's and hold parry. It's a little bit faster. Coming up next, he's going to shoot a laser at us. You can, and what I highly recommend you do is you do want to dash right at him, because there is a chance that if you go for, there is a way to supposedly manipulate his RNG to make him not shoot laser, and you can get it by accident too. Sometimes he won't shoot laser, and if that happens, you always want to basically do the exact same thing I did in Phase 1 to go for a really quick side loop in Phase 2 in case he doesn't do it. However, most of the time, you're probably going to get hit by laser. So the trick to laser skip, and it is 100% guaranteed if you do it right, is basically you can go for the side loop, and if he does laser and jump back, what you do is you immediately start mashing parry, which is both bumpers. Mash them both. Don't hold parry and don't mash dodge. Mash both bumpers repeatedly while holding left on the control stick. If you do that, Sonic will dodge the laser almost every single time. And then as soon as you dodge the laser, though, you need to hold parry because he's going to punch you. And then after that, then you'll teleport to him, and then you can side loop him and finish the fight. So I'm holding boost and side loop, so that way, in case he doesn't do laser, I'm good. But he did, so now I'm mashing parry and holding left. Dodge. Parry. Side loop. Hold parry on the second side loop. And he missed me. Okay. Okay, that has never happened, but normally that doesn't miss, and that just messed up my timing. But there you go. And then mash attack, and there you go. That is Kronos. You have made it out of hell. Congratulations. Thank you for watching part 1 of the guide for Kronos. I will see everyone back for part 2 when we cover Ares. Thank you for watching.